Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Dear Talk Show. Welcome to the Dear Talk Show. Everything that you've seen on the thing, it was my opinion alone. You've seen the sign before I came on. This is for the Copyright Act of 1976. This is for fair use, teaching reality news, and today it's for us to speak and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville farewell and tribute to Kiki Jabbar. So, within stating that, I want to move that. And I just want to go into because I wanted to pay homage to Kiki separate from the reunion. Because for me, that's the least that, I could do and we could do because the impact that she made on the show, I felt like she should have had a lot more. I mean, I really could have done without the Marquez situation, but I'm gonna get to that in my review. Anywho, for me, this is one that I had to really take my time and decide what I wanted to do. Carlos King stated almost at the end, it was after Stormy came out. Stormy was the surprise guest, looking lovely. And he, stated that they wanted to remember Kiki and they did this whole tribute and it showed that the Scots also I seen Ken and Trish out there and they actually had a ceremony. Um Trish, not Trisha, I'm sorry, Trish and Tisha. Them T's get me mixed up. Tisha did a ceremony. And for me, what I want to say is that no matter what Kiki and Tisha went through, I myself am a first cousin, a sister cousin, a only daughter. So those three things right there I have in common with Tisha. And my cousin has no sisters. And when this happened to when Kiki went to Glory, I immediately changed. It was like an immediate chain reaction for me. I picked up that phone. First, I think I texted or picked up the phone. I can't not remember. But regardless of what my cousin and I had went through, it was nothing like Tisha say. She will never put off any anybody that she loves. She's never going to put off and deal with the situation and make sure she has resolution. She didn't really say resolution, but that's my word, so I'm paraphrasing. So anywho, within that segment, it was just showing Kiki and everything, but then it came to a point where Carlos gave everyone an opportunity to say any final wishes, anything they had to say. And I'll speak about that more over on the other video because this is not the time or place. What I want to say about this woman that you see on the screen, I've never had the privilege of speaking with her, like, on the phone or anything, but it didn't matter anytime you reached out to her. It didn't matter if I was like, just how the kids or her son playing basketball, football, I'm sorry. And she's a boy mom, we connected on that. And we had our pleasantries in DMs and, we kept going. But she was always receptive, always receptive. I think what people have to understand is that Kiki was human. She was this larger than life, and I didn't have to know her to see that she was this larger than life person. And, sometimes we just have to give people grace. And I think for Tisha and her family, we have to just give them grace because we cannot be on the outside looking in because we do not know. We've only known of Kiki and the Scotts and her family for a small amount of time. This is someone who Tisha has looked at as a sister. They have had moments together. And for me, it's very hard because I know what it feels like to have a cousin who is so close to you that you practically feel like your sisters. And I've had to have the conversation with my cousin, and I've had to say many of times and apologies, and I had to have a really grown woman's conversation and get out of my feelings. And I just want to say to you, Tisha, I know that you have to keep it pushed down inside because regardless of what was going on in that show, that was your ace boom coon. That was your ride or die. She probably knew things about you that your own husband didn't know. Because when you don't have a sister like myself, and that's the closest thing that you have, you cherish that. So for me, like Tisha said, she does not care about anything or anybody. She just cares about those kids. And that is her focus. And that's what's keeping her grounded. And this is all allegedly, this is my opinion. But when you go through something like that, when you go through something that hard, you have to find a focal point to focus on because you need something to keep you grounded. As the song say, the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. So no one but God, not even Marceau, know the internal pain or, and I'm quite sure it trickles up every once in a while because no one knows what everybody's thinking all the time but God. So for me, to all the people who have something to say about Miss Wanda, Tisha, or any of them, you don't even have to give them grace. Just be quiet. Because if you have not walked in their shoes, you do not know. I've had arguments, almost a fight with my aunt, and the next thing you know, if somebody bothers me, she's right there. It's not just family. It's the core of who you are because we all have family. But sometimes we have family that we have to love from a distance. But then we have those certain particular family members that we fight like cats and dogs. But at the moment notice, you get a phone call or you hear something, you forget about all of that. About all of that. So before anyone tried to judge Tisha or Miss Wanda or anybody in the family, don't do it. It's not your place. It's not your place to judge them. It's only your place. If you can't pray positivity, don't pray at all. Because that hurt that Tisha and her family is carrying, it's it doesn't matter if it's 10, 20 years, that hurt will always be there. And I know some people may say, well, it's gonna hurt even more because the way they treated her. Look, everybody has fault in this. Everybody. But I didn't want to be on here long. I just wanted to pay my tributes to, you know, Kiki, and I just wanted you guys to know that I feel like they should have given a longer, segment, something even separate. Um, but hey, it is what it is. Tisha, I've seen your growth. I see your growth. I am extremely proud of you. Stormy, I am extremely proud of you. I really, really, truly am. And Maurice and Kimmy also spoke up. And, because I know Maurice and Kiki, they talked all the time. She was always positive with him and everything. So they had their own separate relationship. And that was really, really sweet. So I'm not sure what anybody was looking for when they came over here to see what I had to say. All I have to say is the same thing that Carlos stated and anybody stated on that reunion stage. Don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow because, like Tisha said, you might not have that chance. If I leave this earth today or tomorrow, or my cousin leaves, I'm not going to say my cousin, my sister. If she leaves, I'm at peace because she knows I love her. I love her to infinity. And I wasted so many years being angry because I felt like she loved somebody else or other cousins more than me. And in truth, it wasn't that way. I just pulled away. So I just want to say here from the Deary Talk Show to Kiki, her family, her children, her loved ones, to Tisha, Miss Wanda, and to all the family, her mom, her dad, and to everyone. Once again, my condolences. My prayers will continue to pray over you guys. I will continue to pray and ask God to shield you with the blood of Jesus. And until next time, guys, just remember she is gone, but Kiki is never forgotten. Never. And I just want to say thank you for watching. And if you didn't hit that like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. Love, peace, and soul. I love you guys. I love all of you.